In this video, we are going to create histograms and frequency tables with grouped data. So there are 7 main steps we're going to take to create those frequency tables and histograms. So let's break those down. So first off, you need to determine the number of classes, and that many times it's going to say within the problem. So let's look at our example. It says the data values given below represent the scores for a 10-point quiz in a statistics class. Constructs a frequency table for grouped data using 5 classes. So they've told us right off the bat that we got 5 classes. Now, sometimes you might have to determine that yourself depending on the data values that you have, but oftentimes they're going to give you that information. Our second step is to calculate the class width. Now remember, the class width is given by this formula here. We're going to take the maximum value minus the minimum value, basically your range. We're going to divide that by the number of classes we have. So let's look at that. So our maximum value is 10, our minimum value is 6.4, so we would find the range and divide that by 5. Now we get 0.72. Now you'll notice all of our data was to the nearest tenth, so let's round that to the nearest tenth. So let's make a class width of 0.8. Now, steps 3 through 7, we're going to kind of do together. So let's just kind of follow along. So first, we need to find the lower class limits for the first row. Okay, so let's think about that. Our lowest value is 6.4. So that's going to be our lowest class limit for the first row. And then remaining rows, because our class width is 0.8, you're just going to add 0.8. So you'll notice that we're just going to add 0.8. And then the upper class limit is going to be to the nearest tenth just below that. So it would be 0.7 away. So you'll notice that these here are 0.8 apart, 6.4 and 7.2. 7.1 and 7.9 should be 0.8 apart. And then you'll continue that. Add 0.8 to your 7.2, add 0.8 to your 7.9, add 0.8 to the 8.0, add 0.8 to the 8.7, and go down the line. Okay, so you have your class widths, you have what your class values are, and then you just got to count. Okay, so let's look. From 6.4 to 7.1, you'll see there's 4 data pieces. From 7.2 to 7.9, that's here to here, there are 4 data pieces. From 8.0 to 8.7, there are 5 data pieces, and so on. And you get the frequency table that you see there. So now we've got that. Now let's talk about our histogram. So first, you have to make the frequency table. We've done that. Next, you want to draw the axes for the histogram. So remember, we need to start at 6.4. There are 5 classes, so we need to see that breakdown. So besides this, we need 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to count those by the lower class limits. So 6.4, 7.2, 8.0, 8.8, 9.6, and 10.4. Our highest value is 5, so we really can just count by ones up to 5. So now we have the axes going the way we want. We're going to create the bars at the corresponding heights. Make sure that your bars are touching. So our first bar would go from that 6.4 to 7.2 and have a height of 4. The next one would also have a height of 4. Here would have a height of 5, then 4, then 3. So that's a little bit about creating histograms and frequency tables with grouped data. Thank you so much for watching. Have a good day.